Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, again I am here with another new video. So in today's video we are going to study about Chaucer. So I have chosen Age of Chaucer because it is IGNOU's first year's syllabus. So I thought, why not, let's start with the starting. So today we are going to study about Chaucer. If you don't know Geoffrey Chaucer, he is known as the father of English literature. He is known as modern of the moderns. So he's the one who is known as father of English poetry. So today we are going to study Chaucer, and it is also said that Chaucer is the one who started poetry in English literature. Now without any further ado, let's get started. So as we are studying about Chaucer, let's see what was his time period. So Chaucer reigned 1340 to 1400. He is known to be born in 1343, but the whole era of Chaucer is segregated in 1340s to 1400. So, as I told you that Chaucer, he was known as the father of English literature and poetry, and he is earliest of the great moderns. Now let me tell you a little bit about the backstory, what was going in the England at that time. So 1348, there was this great plague, like we are having COVID-19 situation right now. So they were having a great plague, and so many people used to die, and it was a time when people were in their crisis. It was also known as Black Death. Now, one more thing, that at that time bishops, they used to be very immoral. So what they used to do was that they used to sell pardon tickets. Now, what are pardon tickets? So if you don't know, pardon is something, they related pardon to your own karma. So they said that we are giving you this holy, very sacred thing, ticket to you, so that you can go to heaven. Whenever you die, you can go to heaven, and you can, talk to God. You can apply for apology and stuff. Like, the whole thing was such a bluff. So by this, the bishops used to earn money. So the whole immoral age was started in Age of Chaucer. And so it was Chaucer's initiative that he wrote Wife of Bath, that I have already covered. If you want to see the whole summary of Wife of Bath, you can click here and you can watch the summary for yourself. So this was one of the immoral characters or immoral things which were done by the bishops. And a little bit about the wars. So there were regular wars. So it's like every now and then wars were there, and Thousand Years War was prevalent at the time, which was from 1337 to 1453. So you can see the situation of England at that time. And it is also said that Chaucer, he reigned, like he wrote things under the three kings, that was Edmund III, Richard II, Henry IV. So Chaucer, he worked for all these three kings, and there are also their dates. If you want to write, you can write it. And regarding the wars, so there was 1,000 years of war, like thousand, for the whole 1,000 years, the war, it never stopped. And if I happen to tell you that there was Battle of Crecy in 1346, Battle of Poitiers in 1356, Battle of Agincourt in 1415, and at last England defeated France. So this war was between England and France, and in the end England defeated France. So this is a short backdrop when Chaucer used to write poetries, or he used to write some more works. So this was the backdrop. Now let's move towards the works which he has written and his style of writing. So before moving ahead, let's see. Chaucer had four types of dialect. So the way he used to speak and the way he used to write. So he had four types of dialect. So first was Northern Brian, second was Southern Brian, third was East Midland, and fourth was Kentish. Now East Midland was Chaucer's own language, and many people, they were influenced by East Midland dialect. So East Midland was one of the dialect which Chaucer himself preferred, and this dialect was his own dialect. So this type of questions always asked in those competitive exam, that what is the dialect of Chaucer? So it is East Midland. Now, let's see some more important things. So, English was introduced in the court in 1362 because there was this fight going on, war going on, and when the England, when they took over France, so they also replaced French with their own language, that is English. So, English was introduced in court in 1362. Language of Parliament. English became the language of Parliament in 1963, and English replaced French in all the curriculum and all the school syllabus. It was in 1386. So it was a gradual process, but at the end it happened. And the very first book in English was written in 1388, and it was Canterbury Tales. Now we all know about Canterbury Tales, we all know about Wife of Bath, so it is one of the chapter from Canterbury Tales. So yeah, that is about it. So I have done so I have already done Canterbury Tales. So if you want to watch, you can go and watch the video which I told you earlier. I have covered all the important points. So this was Chaucer as a writer. Now we will go towards the works he wrote in French as well as in English. Okay, so Chaucer was born to Agnes Chaucer and John Chaucer, and he also fought in the Hundred Years' War, and he was also abducted, but later on he was ransomed for 16 pounds. So Chaucer, he was very great as a poet, and also as a person he had influence of so many writers, so many French and Italian writers. He was influenced by Italian writers Dante, Boccaccio. So all in all, he had so much of influence of all these writers. He also married Philippa Royat, and Philippa Royat was a sister of John of Gaunt, and that is why he married her. And it is also said that he married Philippa Royat, who was elder to him, because he wanted to, have affluential connection. So that's why he married Philippa Royat. And these are a few of his works. I'm not going to go in detail because this class is all about Chaucer, how Chaucer worked, how he wrote, and what kind of person he was. And yes, like, he really fought well in the war, so he is also known as a very brave person, and we all know he is also known as father of English literature. Now his first book was written in French, that is the Book of Duchess. So in the Book of Duchess, like I told you, Philippa Royat, he married Philippa Royat, who happened to be John Gaunt's relative. Now John Gaunt's wife was Blanche. So Blanche died, and when she died, John of Gaunt, he requested Chaucer to write a book for him in the memory of Blanche. And Blanche, she was from Lancaster. So in the Book of Duchess, Chaucer, he talks about Lancaster, and Lancaster was the place where Blanche belonged to. And while he was writing Book of Duchess, he was reading Seeks and Alicon. One more thing, because Chaucer, he had so much of influence of all the writers, so he used to read so many books. And Seeks and Alicon, when he read that book, he had some storyline built up from this book also, which he also used in his Canterbury Tales. So in order to write more and more, Chaucer used to read a lot. Now the next work is Roman de la Rose, and he was again influenced by two of the French writers. One was Jean de Meung and the other one was Guillaume de Louis. I am so sorry if I am butchering their names. I am really sorry. I don't know French. It's just a little bit which I can speak. So yeah, that is about it. The Roman de la Rose was again in French, and it is a long prayer in the rhyme scheme of ABC. Nothing more about it. After that, his one of the most influential works, and people used to like this work, was Parliament of Fowls. Now in Parliament of Fowls, he wrote about marriage of Richard II, and he wrote really good things about Richard II because it was he was the king of the England at that time. So that is why Chaucer he wrote good things about Richard II. Now talking about House. Now the fourth work was House of Fame, and it was influenced by Dante. He was really influenced by Italian writer Dante, and it is known to be a dream allegory. So there is a person who has three types of dream, and those dreams were segregated of what kind of morality you have. Not going in deep, just I'm going to tell you that House of Fame is a dream allegory. Now talking about Troilus and Cressida, written in rhyme the royal. One more thing, Chaucer's way of writing was rhyme the royal. So his way of writing was rhyme the royal. He used to write in this particular rhyme scheme. And what was rhyme the royal? It has 7 line stanza with rhyme scheme of A B A B B C C. Okay, so it is his rhyme scheme A B A B B C C. And these are the famous works which is written by Chaucer, and we all know about Canterbury Tales. I don't have to speak up more about that. But yes, this is it. This is about the lecture, guys, and I hope things are clear to you now about Chaucer, because before reading Canterbury Tales, it is very important to know who Chaucer was. I'm sure these all are not a part of your syllabus, but you must know that who Chaucer was and what he wrote. So with this, I will take you leave. I hope that you guys understood the lecture well. If you have any problem, you can leave your comments in the comment section down below. I will see you guys on Sunday now. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.